Right then, boys and girls, this is a cordless drill. No doubt you've all got them. Marvellous things until the battery gives up. That's it. So you want to spend a lot of money on a new battery, or do you want to convert this to work for nothing? I'll show you how. Items you need for this mend: craft knife, wire strippers, pliers, crocodile clips, screwdriver to fit screws of battery, soldering iron, solder, hand drill, some high density foam and scissors, and obviously a power supply to clip it all together with afterwards, either 12 or 24 volt depending on the drill, and a length of cable obviously to reach from the ground to well above your head. And they are the items we need. First of all, remove the battery from the drill and unscrew the battery. Keep the screws when you've unscrewed the case, because you will need them for reassembly. Well, 4 screws removed. Lift the top off the battery case and pick up any items that fall down, because you will be requiring them for reassembly. Lift out the batteries. All we're interested in is the actual connection, and just snip that off that side and snip that off that side, and use the knife to release the last little piece there. That's for the soft start. Ignore that. The batteries then are discarded. These are the 2 tabs we want. We've got the positive and the minus. Make sure you get the right ones round. It is marked on the top of the battery. To check it out, just slot it back in to the battery casing, like so, and then you've got your positive and your minus. I'm now going to tin the end of my wires, hopefully. Nice bit of tinning on that one. That one. And we've also got to tin the connector on the battery terminal that we've removed to take the wire. This takes a little bit of warming up because there's quite a bit of tin work to get hot. I expect the people that are doing this to take a little bit more time than I'm taking over this. Wires onto the connector, bend them up, make sure it's cool and isn't going to melt the plastic. That slots back into the battery housing. That's that end all tucked away neatly there. As you can see, this is a 24 volt battery that I'm replacing this cable with, so I'm going to have to couple 2 12 volt batteries together afterwards to supply the power. So you can either do this with either a 12 volt drill or a 24 volt drill, and if you're using a 12 volt, obviously you just use a single battery, but beware of that. Don't try and do 14 volts or whatever, because obviously you will be having problems. We take the bottom piece and we have to drill a hole for the cable to come out, and then we put the high density foam over the top to pack it out to keep everything nice and in place. Drill the hole just big enough for the cable. You might find that the cable is a little bit tight to go through the hole. Right, comes out like that, lovely. And then we need some foam to pack it out. A quick measure. I can actually use the scissors on this. Just quickly pack it out. One more piece. So, fine. We've got to cut that in half. Like so. Magic. Basically pads it out with the foam, and then we put the spring back in for the release clip here. We put the release catch back into the housing. Just line it up the little slots we've got here, which is like so. Hold it there and then put the spring in, make sure it slots up with the bottom piece, and you've got the top like so. Hold it pressed down nicely. Replace the screws. Yes. Right, replace the battery housing into the drill, like so. Take the end of the cable. Once you've connected the battery pack back to the drill and connected the cable to the battery with the crocodile clips, notice the polythene bag around the battery, because we're talking about wet acid battery here and we don't want any accidents with spilt acid, so please be careful with that. Connect the cable to the battery with crocodile clips, and then you have connection, and all you've got then is a power drill. It works. It's been a John Luckin DIY experience. Please don't have any accidents doing my conversion.